One of the things that gets me through in life is my spirituality. I'm not religion, I don't follow a religion, but I pay attention to whatever you'd like to call something that feels greater than human experience. And for want of a better word, I call it the universe, as lots of other people do. I don't know how other best to describe it. I pay attention to nudges, synchronicity, and something incredible happened to me last week. I was in a really, really bad place, and I've been talking to the Samaritans on a regular basis, which I really recommend to anybody who feels that they're in crisis. There's nothing like talking to another human being and being sort of listened to. There's no shame in that. It took me a long time to ask for help this time. But anyway, yeah, I got off the phone to them and sort of helped me to focus on what I need to do next. And because I wasn't really paying attention, a branch hit me really hard in the ear. Nearly knocked me out, actually. And I was bleeding. I wasn't sure if it was from the head or from the ear to begin with. So I thought I need to ask somebody to have a look. Because obviously you can't see your own ear. So I asked this guy called Gregory, who was walking his dog Milo. Never met him before, a complete stranger. I said, can you just look at my ear, please, and just see if it's a hospital job or not. And he looked at it and he didn't think it was anything too serious, and I'd scratched my eardrum, and I was so lucky because it could have pierced my eardrum, this branch. And anyway, to cut a long story short, I broke down in tears, and he very kindly stayed with me because he could tell that I was shaken up by this injury, and talked to me until I was feeling better. And turns out we had a lot in common in the way we approach life. And he made me aware of something called ACT therapy, which apparently is really helping people with OCD, and that's something that I really struggle with. So that's kind of opened up a whole new avenue of potential healing. And he wasn't judgmental. I kind of gave him the lowdown of what a shit show my life is right now. Sorry for the crude language, but I think that's the best way to describe it. And he just made me realise that I've been through lots in my life, come through the other side. I'm sober, never got into addiction, which is I think a bonus when you can't think straight. And I'm physically fit. I'm caring, got lots to offer. And he just made me see that either I'm going to sink or I'm going to navigate my way out of this situation, or through it best I can and come out alive on the other end. But my point is, I think with so many people letting me down and messing me around, people can also surprise you. I mean, unlike everybody else, I make judgments about people, I just think, oh, this man's just going to judge me and think I'm a weirdo. But he was like an angel. It was as if this tree slapped me round the face, literally slapped me round the head, and propelled me in the direction of this man who at the time made me feel a whole lot better. So just always pay attention to things like that. And there was one day I was asking the forest, should I go on? Should I go on with this life? And I looked up into the trees and there were two monk parakeets, bright green, screaming at me. It was like they were screaming at me like, what are you thinking, Gemma? Of course you've got to carry on. That's how I interpreted it anyway. And then I came back to the same spot a few days, I don't know, a week later or something, and there were two parakeets in exactly the same spot, and they were on the branch and then they took off as if to say, there you go, Gemma, we told you. You could do it, you could get through this little hard bit. So it's kind of seeing the complexity of existence and not just seeing it in terms of good and bad, difficult and easy. Because there's something else, I think, that has our backs. If only we can pay attention.